Welcome to another installment of Small Biz Evolution. I'm Kak Angofe. As Africa's digital economy continues to evolve, one of the critical issues of focus is the protection of personal and financial data. The rapid expansion of data protection laws, alongside the rise of digital payments, presents both opportunities and challenges for SMEs. Joining me on Zoom to speak more on this is Thelma Okorie, the Group Data Protection and Privacy Counsel at Yellow Card. Thelma, thank you so much for joining us. As of 2024, 39 out of 55 African nations have implemented data protection laws. How does this rapid legislative growth impact e-commerce, and are businesses adapting quickly enough?
Thank you for having me. So, like you said, the report gives a comprehensive view of the regulatory landscape for data protection. And this rapid growth has led to a clearer legal framework for how personal data should be handled across the continent, which is crucial for both businesses and individuals. So we can see that African citizens will benefit from this increased protection of their personal data, and the businesses are adapting. But it's a continuous thing. It's not something that is done immediately or at once. So compliance is a continuous process, like we like to say. Businesses are becoming more aware as these laws are taking effect, and as we see increased enforcement, we will definitely see an increase in compliance.
Let's look at how critical is data encryption for securing sensitive data in e-commerce, particularly for small businesses.
Yes, so basically, but small businesses have an uphill battle because as data security threats grow in complexity, there's volume increase in data security threat sophistication. Complying with data protection laws like South Africa's POPIA, which is the protection of personal information, is not just about avoiding penalties, but you need to think about safeguarding customers' trust and ensuring continuity. Now, SMEs face things like limited resources, lack of awareness and knowledge. And then there's also the complexity of regulations. For an SME that might be transferring data or dealing with another country, they have to deal with the difference in regulations within these two countries. SMEs might also have data management challenges because they will struggle with maintaining up-to-date, accurate records of their customer data, which is a requirement of data protection laws. And for cyber threats, such as hacking, phishing, ransomware, they need to ensure that they have enhanced security, which can sometimes be expensive.
Thelma, you mentioned that some countries still face challenges in developing strong enforcement mechanism. What steps can African regulators take to address these gaps and ensure better data consumer protection?
Okay, so the first thing is always awareness, because you find that when more citizens are aware, more companies are held up to a higher standard, because it's not only on the regulators to drive enforcement, because if you and me, a lay citizen, is able to approach a company asking for what data do you have on us, what rights can I exercise within this company, you see that the more citizens are asking these questions, the more businesses have to take notice. And as businesses take notice, it also helps compliance. And the regulatory authorities can also ensure that they keep information flowing, and they ensure that they actually do implement these laws, because it's not just to enact them. They have to implement it, follow up, conduct audits on businesses to ensure that they are complying with what the regulation says. And if they are not in compliance, then there should be a remediatory step, either warnings, and not just go straight to fines, because data protection can be complex and it's not something that people learn overnight. So it's a gradual process, and the regulatory authorities can take it from there.
You emphasize that responsible data handling is essential for long-term growth in Africa's digital economy. Could you elaborate on the specific measures Yellow Card is taking to ensure the security of personal and financial data across its operations?
So, like I said, this report is basically showing that there's a complexity in African data protection regulations. And for Yellow Card, we operate in about 20 countries in Africa, meaning we have to deal with about 20 data protection laws. So definitely this report has has condensed this into one document to see, okay, these are the laws that are applicable, these are the regulatory authorities we have to deal with. And we also have in place secure and enhanced cybersecurity protection and an enhanced information security network. This protects our data, customers' data, ensuring that it is confidential, and it remains, the integrity is protected. Now, we also engage in data minimization. Data minimization means that we don't collect more than what we need, and we collect only what we need. So when you collect only what you need, you find that it is easier to store, and you're not taking unnecessary data and looking for excess space to protect this data that you have. And like I said, we implement strong cybersecurity measures. We invest in firewalls, encryption, which most companies should do. Firewalls, encryption, secure passwords that help protect against cybersecurity threats.
Great insights there. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope that the continent will employ those insights to move to a clearer legal framework. That was Thelma Okorie, Group Data Protection and Privacy Counsel at Yellow Cards, sharing her thoughts about the evolving data protection landscape in Africa and what it means for SMEs.